Brian Burke, and I just love guitars. That's why I'm traveling the whole world to try as many as I can. You're watching 60 Cycle Hum Road Case. This episode is brought to you by Tour Gear Designs and their amazingly small and flat patch cables. Big ear pedals, harnessing the cosmic power of cats to transport you into a new sonic dimension. Gun Street Wiring Shop, unlock your guitar's hidden tones with an expertly crafted custom wiring harness. And we got two Hot Michaels here.
USA-made guitars
Hot
with nitro
Michaels.
finishes,
Hot
high
Michael.
personality pickups, cool retro looks.
Hey everybody,
and
I'm Ryan.
in high
gig
school.
bags, and playability that punches way
goes Hot
above
Michael.
their price point.
Hey everyone, I'm Ryan. You're watching 60 Cycle Hum. I'm at the Walrus audio booth at Summer NAMM 2021. You've
Welcome.
really gone all out this year, Colts.
Listen,
Tell us about the booth.
we are having. Let me swallow my gum first.
Sure. That's commitment. That's 7 years in his
There we
tummy.
go. Yeah, we're having a fantastic year at Summer NAMM. It's good to be back. I'm excited to see everybody. Happy to see everybody. We decided to go, minimalist marketing approach to the booth in our presentation.
I was
like
describing
our
it as
D2C presentation this year.
like brutalist design with your booth design. this
Yeah.
year.
So I mean, we didn't name it this, but there's a designer. There's like a booth designer out of I think in the Netherlands that has. It's called Pipe and Drape. Super innovative, and so this is what we've done this year.
I've read articles on Pipe and Drape in all the booth design magazines.
Yeah, it's super hot. It's very Scandinavian design. Everybody loves it.
Yeah, it's cutting edge stuff. High fashion.
Totally.
Yeah.
Like you see it here at the trade show, but you're going to see it popping up on episodes of Joanna Gaines' show, whatever that's called.
Yeah,
Fixer Upper all the time.
You're gonna
it's
start
gonna be the
seeing
new
it pop
thing.
into like house flipping shows and stuff.
Totally.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So what we have here is a black cube.
So this is the, I don't want to put my back to the camera, but right here, this is the desk that comes with the booth. It's got a white cloth on top. It's got the black drapes, and behind that is a chair. And most people are using it for sitting. I think it's fantastic. You got 7 feet of clearance up top.
Yeah. Plenty of room to go in there and stretch around.
I couldn't ask for anything more. It's been really good. We've had 2 or 3 people stop by already.
That's success. That is success.
Yes, absolutely, and we're thrilled about it. So what's new with you, Hot Michael?
Just a couple of Hot Michaels around.
Big old
Hanging out
H&M's.
with our Hot Michael sticks
H&M's.
here.
That's what they got. That.
H&M's.
That's what it
Hot
stands
Michaels.
for. Hot Michaels.
That's what it stands for.
This is amazing.
I'm just doing, living the NAMM life. NAMM 21.
It's the best life.
Summer NAMM. This is the only NAMM this year, so all the companies are going really all out. There are a lot of companies even going more minimalist.
Yeah.
Walrus this year. They're not even here.
They're not even here.
That's how minimalist they are.
It is a very
like
minimalist.
Gibson, minimalist booth. Fender,
Yeah.
minimalist booth. There's so many companies gone completely minimalist.
It's really surprising, and also not surprising at the same time.
Not surprising at all. When I walked in this morning, I was like, this is exactly what I expected. It's delivered. All my expectations have been
Yeah.
met.
I think the last thing people want to do after a pandemic is go be around, 10,000 plus people.
Right.
Says the 2 guys that are doing it.
Yeah, I only flew for 7 hours to be here for some reason.
Are your arms tired?
Yeah, that's a bird joke. So when did you guys land on this design? How long did you work on this?
Honestly, it didn't take very long. It was just like 2 or 3 months. We A/B'd a lot of different pipe
Yeah.
and drapes.
Full-time dedication of the entire staff.
It started with like a 20 by 30 foot, and then we decided to go down to a 20 by 20, and then we really kind of settled down on this, I think 5 by 5 situation that's here that barely holds anybody. So
in real life, what's the real story? Like
the real
they
life,
offer you a booth for cheaper, and you were like, okay, we'll hang out.
Well, I don't want to talk down on the organization.
No, of course not.
Listen, we
We
booked
love
flights. We booked
the NAMM
flights,
organization.
and we booked an Airbnb. And historically, tickets to the show for NAMM members for manufacturers are $50, right? So we go
Big
to
money.
buy our tickets to get into the show a couple months ago, and they said, "Oh, they're $500 a ticket," and I had already bought.
Just
already
a
bought-
ticket to attend.
Right. So I'd already bought airline tickets for 4 people to come out
Doesn't
here.
Walrus have
a YouTube channel or something like that?
We do. Listen.
Media badges are
you're-
free.
Yeah, so you're already ahead of me because I didn't know that. There's a lot of stuff I don't know. Like, yeah, I was gonna make a joke, but I don't want to. You have to edit that out. There's a lot of stuff I don't know, and that's one of the things I didn't know. And I said, well, how much is your smallest booth? And they're like $750. And I was like, well, how many tickets does it come with? And they're like, it comes with 10 tickets. And I was like, give me a booth. So we bought this booth, and I got 4 tickets, and I saved $1,250.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
But you still could have gotten media badges.
Yeah, I
for
know. I
free.
know now.
They give them away to anyone who says they have a podcast and they've got like 3 episodes.
I know. It's. I'm embarrassed a little
Secret.
bit for not doing my research.
Industry secrets.
So there you go.
That's hilarious.
Leave it in the comment section, the name of your media outlet, and then get into NAMM. We'll see you at Winter NAMM.
This video is going to spoil NAMM media badges. Everyone's going to make a podcast, do 3 episodes, and there's going to be like 600 people with media badges at the next NAMM.
Hey, listen.
Like, all the manufacturers are going to get media badges.
If this video gets 600 views, I'll buy you lunch.
I guarantee you it will get 600
He's gonna
views.
He's gonna pay. He's gonna pay to
There's
advertise it.
a barbecue place over there. If you want to buy me lunch right now, like preempt it.
I'll wait till Anaheim. I want to see
lunch
it.
at Anaheim will be more expensive.
I want to see it.
Saying.
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
You want to talk about any other stuff?
I don't think so.
No. How'd the launch
not
go?
specifically Walrus.
How'd the launch go on the flanger, on the flange?
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
It was really great. And I almost said like I'm really surprised, but I was like, wow.
People like flanges right now.
People showed up for flange, and it's been really great. It was a project that, the Monument and the Julia and the Lillian have been really fun, kind of in our mods, and then flanger was kind of one of those missing pieces. And honestly, we didn't know a whole lot about flange and the history of flange, so it really caused us to kind of do a deep dive into the history, some of the core product that made flange what it was, and we ended up really falling in love with it. And that's
unique.
That's where the Polychrome came from. It's kind of out of that, just a fun passion project that we wanted to continue doing with the modulation line at Walrus, and it's been great.
I spent some time in the dark corners of the internet.
I've been there.
Where fellow trolls like to hang out.
Yeah.
And sometimes they let me interact with them, and sometimes they kick me off of subreddits.
Sure.
Our guitar pedals jerks. I see you. A common complaint I was seeing, because it is the same format as the Julia, the various Julianas, and the same format as it's the Lillian, right?
Right,
the
that's
phaser.
correct. Yeah.
Why no lady? Why put lady on flanger?
We
There's no lady on flanger. Why?
There's no lady on flanger.
You put lizard on flanger, no lady. Why? Why come?
Notice the Monument has a wolf on it.
That's true.
So as an animal, so we've got the Julia with the Julia artwork. We've got Lillian representing the story of Lillian, one of the first women in the Air Force. And then we also have the wolf on the Monument, and we just decided to
go animal,
change it up. So we really were going with a gecko. That's what it started as, and because I don't know, it just felt flangey to us to have a gecko. But one of the artists that was working with us came back with the iguana idea, and the art just looked killer, and so we kind of went with it.
I gotta say, flange probably is the most reptilian sounding of the modulation.
I think so.
It works. That was good. That was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that at the beginning.
Yeah. If you speak Iguananese, that's what it sounds like.
Now
we've been there.
I don't want you to think that this is me digging into some sort of drama and complaining or something like that, because I'm not. I'm genuinely curious with this next point that I'm going to bring up.
I'm excited.
Walrus has been famous for a while now for doing big launches. Lots and lots
huge
of YouTube
launches.
channels. Myself included.
Yeah.
You didn't do that with the flange.
Did we not?
You did. If
was
you
it
did,
more? Was it
if
more?
you
subtle?
did, I wasn't included, and that's the part where I'm saying, I'm not offended. I'm not hurt. I was interested to see how it went. That's why I was asked, like, how did it go? Like, what did you think about the outcome
launch?
of
So
I think on,
yeah, no,
on
there's
the
a
Juliana,
lot of,
I think you probably had like 40, 50 channels or something like that covered.
Yeah, we did. Why Walrus is fun is because there's a lot of smart people that work there. So for me, it's like, hey, this is our guitar pedal. We are literally going to release it the way we want to. And if anybody wants to like come against that, that's fine. Next time they release a pedal, they can do whatever they want to, i.e. none of the people criticizing have any idea what it's like to design, to manufacture, to source parts, to market a D2C or B2C product. Like, there's no way that they know anything about that. On the other hand, I do listen, and we got a lot of feedback from people. And I think it's important that when you're creating a business model that is really built on the strength of community, like a guitar pedal, it's important to take those transactions in.
This feels rehearsed, right, guys?
It's important to take those notes in. Hey, this is how I'm interpreting your brand. And while that might not be the heart of the people that work there, I think the interpretation is important to take in, and so we took notes and we decided to do something different for the Polychrome. Are we going to do that every time? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I think one time you should send out the pedal, like whatever you're launching. Maybe it won't be pedal. Maybe it'll come out with a speedboat or something like that. You should send it out to completely unrelated channels, like food review channels or like photography channels or something like that.
I think it's a great idea.
Like send out dozens of pedals
Here's
to
how
channels.
we're doing it this time.
We do what we want.
Yeah.
I do want to say, as a YouTuber myself who's been part of these massive launches and has seen people complaining and doing their thing.
Oh, people are going to complain no matter what you do.
I personally really enjoy the big launches. I know there's other YouTubers that don't.
I
love them.
I love it.
I sit at home all day. I work from home. I'm alone all the time. I don't get to see my friends. And then when we all launch on the same day, the same product, I'm like, what does Jay Leonard J have to say about this? And I feel like I had this is like my personal enjoyment. I feel like I get to hang out with my friends and we're having like a not actual discussion, but like having like a social thing, talking about the same object. And it always like warms my heart a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's fun.
It's fun.
The kickback we've gotten is that it feels too like you're trying to sell too many of them or something. And I'm like,
people don't realize this. Walrus is a business.
It's a business. We're selling pedals.
That's the exact goal, to sell too many of them.
Employing people.
It just doesn't feel like organic. It feels like you're in it for the money,
It's really interesting. So we get that from the YouTubers that make us pay to be on their channels. It's like you're just trying to make money. It's like I literally paid you money to do a video.
Gosh.
So what's the?
Are you telling me that YouTubers are complaining?
Well, some have been.
Oh, damn it.
Are we cutting the video off yet? No, it was a lot of the. We should not talk about this on camera.
This is good. Don't name names, but I think it's a fun discussion. I think people will really like this.
It's really, it goes back to like, one of the fractures that we have in the earth, one of the fractures we have in the world is that it's easier to see what's wrong in somebody else rather than see your own.
We're getting deep.
So people think change is going to come to the world from the top down, but in reality, change comes in your sphere of influence from you and your communities, and that's how we're going to change the world. It's not going to come from the top down. It's going to come from the self. The self is the agent for change.
That sounded like very hippie talk, but really it's just like basic capitalism.
The self is the agent for change? Is that like capitalism?
The consumer determines the way this works out, and the consumer told you that they were feeling weird about. They've been told a lot of companies, like I've worked with Fender, and Fender got a lot of hate mail over the Acoustasonic and stuff like that because they did the same thing. Dozens of channels got Acoustasonics, myself included.
Yeah.
I will say another point for me why I really like being part of launches is typically when I do a demo, it's maybe my channel and another channel.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just my channel, and when I know it's just me, it feels so critical, and it feels like there's so much weight on my shoulders.
Yeah.
If I know it's going to be a big launch, and there's 5, a dozen, 47 channels launching, so much weight is lifted off my shoulders. Like, I don't have to be the only source of information.
Yeah.
I don't have to be the only take on this. I don't have to play in other people's styles. I can just be me and do my thing and have the fun I like to have and explain it the way I like to explain things, because I don't have to make the sales, all of the sales for that company.
So I think YouTube channels have loyalties of their own, and like the 60 cycle sphere is its own circle in the Venn diagram. Now, when you go to somebody else's sphere, there's probably some overlap between 60 cycle and then another YouTube channel, but I feel like the Venn diagram of overlap between the spheres of influence of YouTube channels is a little bit smaller than, say, like what the overlap is between people who just buy guitar pedals from other brands.
Right.
So I think it's important to tag each YouTube channel that does a good job.
And some of the really big channels that do a bad job.
And they're all gonna interpret the pedal through their own lens.
Absolutely.
And so, like, the 60 cycle demo is totally different than someone else's demo, you know, because people want to hear what the 60 cycle take on this pedal is, because that's why they're there.
They want to know what a product sounds like with really terrible guitar playing.
Right.
And that's my brand. That's what I bring to the table.
It's oversimplification, but yeah, it's great.
Yeah, there's a lot of words I could use to describe my playing.
It's great. It's the 60 cycle style.
It's the 60 cycle style. Oh my gosh, I'm going to open a new threadless
You're welcome.
account. 60 cycle style.
Yeah. That's
Well,
so great.
I'm having fun. It seems like you're having fun this NAMM.
We're having a great time.
You're working hard.
Yeah.
You got the hard working shades on.
Yeah.
What's your favorite booth so far that you've seen?
My favorite booth so far.
I mean, besides this beautiful piece of brutalist
I can't remember the
design.
name of it, but it's the. Can I look over down?
Yeah,
It's the air morph sound thing. I don't
know what you're talking about, but it sounds
yeah,
cool.
yeah. No, it's like it's
Anamorph
two down.
sound.
Yeah, it's the Anamorph booth.
Yeah. I think the booth that really sums up this NAMM for me is over on the far left corner. There's a booth that sells all the little miniatures that you see on eBay, the miniature guitars.
Oh.
And you see them on eBay and like, a Les Paul for $15. I don't want to lose money, so you buy it. And then it shows up and it's that big.
Yeah.
And I think it's just a really perfect representation of this NAMM in particular.
Yeah.
Really tiny, really small. It's perfect. It's like a perfect commentary on the whole thing.
It's the right size to get back in the game.
All the booths should
it's
have little guitars.
A little bite-sized NAMM.
Oh man, I wish they were made out of chocolate.
Bite-sized NAMM. Oh, they'd probably sell more, honestly.
Yeah, seriously. If those guitars were made out of chocolate, and like those Japanese game shows where it's like they take a bite out of a doorknob.
Good chocolate.
Right, but it's
called good chocolate. Good chocolate.
Good chocolate.
Good chocolate.
We just came up with your next business venture. Good chocolate.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
really great.
It's really, really good. Next year, this time we're gonna be rich.
It's better than Choctar.
Good chocolate is definitely better.
Good
than
chocolate.
Choctar.
Good chocolate.
No one wants Choctar. They want good chocolate.
Yeah, and you could even say like good, like it's like good chocolate.
It's good.
Like, good chocolate.
And it kind of has like
this is good. Hey man, this is good chocolate.
It has like this Godiva sort of
This is
vibe.
good chocolate. Yeah. Wow.
You can do a Klon bar that's wrapped in gold.
What would you do for a Klon bar?
What would you do
for a
Klon bar?
For a Klon bar.
Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3.
What
What would you do for a Klon bar? We both tried to go bad and it ended up sounding good. It didn't.
That sounded like when couples used to do their voicemail. It's like, this is Danny and Shelly, and we're not here right now. That's what that sounded like.
That was
Leave a message after the beep.
That was the pre-Facebook version
For sure.
of the dual account.
It was.
When everyone just had one phone number and it was of their home.
Yeah.
You didn't have a phone number. Your home had a phone number.
Yeah.
That's the way it used to work.
My mom would play songs on ours. Like one was like Happy Trails. Happy Trails to you. She's like, we're not here right now. We're out at the ranch, but please leave a message.
You want to know something crazy?
Yeah.
Happy Trails.
Yeah?
That's my distant uncle.
Is it really?
Roy Rogers. I didn't inherit any of his talent
Wow.
or his looks.
Roy
and I don't
Rogers.
have a horse, but I am related to Roy Rogers.
That's amazing.
Isn't it?
My mom, he was at some convention my mom was at. She's a big Roy Rogers fan.
Big fan.
And she signed a cookbook she bought there, and he kissed her on the cheek, and she talks about it still.
Yeah. I'm trying to make a trigger warning joke because his horse is named Trigger, and I can't find the angle. I'm sorry, guys, I let you down.
Yeah.
Trigger warning, picture of the horse. There's the joke. I did it. I saved it.
I'll think of a joke, and then we can paste it in.
Yeah. Call me, and I'll hack it in.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Roy Rogers.
So I'm not going to tell the whole story, but my dad's side of the family, we're all in Ohio.
Yeah.
After displacement from some war or terrible event.
I've heard
of
some.
And they're like, Ohio sucks. Cousin Roy is having a great time in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Let's all go out there. So the entire family went out to LA and Ventura because Roy was doing good.
Oh. He was doing great.
And then my dad became a lifeguard in Ventura after he was born, obviously.
Yeah.
And then my dad came down to San Diego to lifeguard. Kat called my mom from the lifeguard tower, and now I exist. Thank you, Roy Rogers.
How about that?
Yeah.
Lifeguard in California, that's a good job.
That's a good job.
It's
iconic.
We just went there to California, and I got to talking to one of the lifeguards. It's like a state job with benefits and lots of...
Yeah. It's a really hard job to get.
Apply today.
My brother tried to become a lifeguard for years, and they wouldn't let him in. And he's good at swimming. I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah.
Big and strong. Knows water safety.
You have to try out.
He was a private lifeguard at like the YMCA.
Yeah.
And other pools. But he couldn't get on the state beach thing.
Yeah, it's not nearly as fun as me at the beach.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a way better hang.
This video's gone places. Are you still watching this?
I doubt it. 600's off the table now.
No, we had 600 in the first 10 minutes, and then it's just dropped steadily from there.
Oh yeah, I can see the viewership graph now in the YouTube analytics. This is when we lost him.
Right about the Roy Rogers.
When he said the self is the agent for change. That's when we lost him.
Well, this has been a bunch of fun. Thank you for answering my difficult questions.
You're welcome.
And addressing real hard-hitting issues that people care about.
Yeah, no, it's good to dialogue through a lot of this.
We've angered so many people now.
I hope so.
And you know what? I called you out earlier. r/guitar pedal circle jerk. I still check in from time to time. I'm not allowed to comment or post because you guys hate influencers, and that's what I am.
Yeah.
But I love you guys.
Don't be a dick.
No, be a dick. Being a dick is fun. That's what they do. That's what they're there for, to be dicks.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
See ya.
Stay grounded.